What's happening, everybody? It's Guillermo here from ScreenRealm.com, finally being able to review No Time to Die.
You're late.
When you're ready.
It's been quite the journey for No Time to Die, from a bumpy development period that saw filmmaker Danny Boyle step away from the director's chair to a pandemic that pushed the film's release back around a year and a half. Add to it all a massive $250 million price tag, and the fact that this is Daniel Craig's fifth and final outing as James Bond, following the mixed reception afforded to Craig's previous Bond film, Spectre. Well, it's safe to say that the pressure's well and truly on for a winner. Thankfully, No Time to Die mostly nails it. We catch up with Bond in a romantic new chapter of his life, with Madeline, Léa Seydoux, by his side. We have all the time in the world, Bond says, a nice little wink to On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Yeah, about that. It doesn't take long before thugs give chase, bullets start flying, and Bond finds himself on a mission that is both deeply personal and of the save the world variety. Through highs and lows, Craig's run as Bond has had a narrative through line with Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die managing to serve as a 5-chapter character arc for our agent. In this regard, No Time to Die works very well, serving as an ambitious and surprisingly moving finale for Craig's Bond. A more emotional, even broken perhaps, incarnation of the classic character that Sean Connery first portrayed on the big screen in 1962's Dr. No. Director Cary Joji Fukunaga, known for True Detective Season 1, Beasts of No Nation, among other films, gets to flex his talents in a variety of ways with this big, very big Bond chapter. Whether it's during the emotional side of things or while driving up the energy with stunt-heavy action sequences, Fukunaga steers a gorgeous production. It's beautifully shot with outstanding work from Oscar-nominated La La Land cinematographer Linus Sandgren, with an eye for character beats and sumptuous clear choreography during the pursuits and combat. It's a grand project that, on a visual, technical level, deserves to be seen on the biggest screen audiences are able to catch it on. Bond 25 clearly wants to be a grandiose entry in the 60-year franchise, and Fukunaga, along with co-writers Neil Purvis, Robert Wade, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge, aims to throw in as much as possible during the film's lengthy runtime of 2 hours and 43 minutes, including credits. Impressively, they manage, for the most part, to juggle a lot. The required fan service and the slew of Bond tropes, the potentially troublesome ones mostly ironed out now, along with emotional stakes and a weighty tone. Like I said though, for the most part. As the film's primary villain, Rami Malek's Lucifer Safin doesn't quite work. Malek puts in the effort, but the character motivations are, for the most part, fuzzy, and worse still, eye-rollingly familiar and quite silly once all is made clear. Apart from being emotionally and morally damaged, scarred both externally and internally, Safin fails to feel like much of a threat. Safin's overall demeanor, along with the usual "I'm doing this for the greater good" kind of angle driving his silly and hole-filled plan, leaves him feeling like a bit of a sore thumb in the overall film. It's as though he's from another Bond movie, or like something of a remnant from an earlier version in No Time to Die's script. That runtime, unfortunately, also finds the film dipping into indulgence. We're kept at arm's length from the secrets for too long, as scene after scene tease reveals that are much bigger than the ones we end up getting. The 3/4 mark certainly feels that sag, keeping a holding pattern while we itch for the big showdown. Thankfully, the film doesn't push us into exhaustion, but it does teeter on the edge. But once the grand finale does come along, Fukunaga and company bring the rain. There's plenty of gunplay and well-crafted mayhem, including an impressive staircase oneer, all leading to a conclusion that deserves applause for its sheer fearlessness. It will prove polarizing, which is in itself gutsy for a franchise that's long been accustomed to crowd-pleasing. While certain sections of this epic could have certainly done with a trim and another look over, as a whole, No Time to Die stands up there among the better Bond films. Yes, the action is superbly crafted, the direction is spot on, and it all exudes fine filmmaking. A quick mention of Hans Zimmer's work as composer, tense with familiar Zimmer elements while nicely nodding to classic Bond themes. But ultimately it's the pathos that carries us through with surprising earnestness. At its core, No Time to Die is a love story. A story about a man facing his own shortcomings in a world he's tired of fighting, but finds he has no choice but to. And it's Daniel Craig that really pulls us in, finishing his journey by giving us a Bond that is worn out, self-loathing, and ready for change, What that change is though, even he's not sure of. Simply put, Craig is fantastic. Seydoux also delivers a strong emotional performance as Madeline, who's given a heavier backstory and placed in a difficult and exhausting position of loving this troubled man. No Time to Die is proudly cinematic, a film spectacle that wants to shake and stir the senses as well as those heartstrings. Kudos then for it doing just that. Perhaps most importantly, No Time to Die serves as a fitting swan song for Craig's Bond. Best of luck to whoever is cast in the role next, you have one hell of a closer to follow. 4 out of 5 stars for No Time to Die. Thanks so much for joining myself and Screen Realm for this review of No Time to Die. What did you think of the film? Did you like it? Was it a good goodbye for Daniel Craig? Let me know in the comments, and as always, subscribe, like, share, all that jazz. ScreenRealm.com everybody. Thanks for having me.